All right, so this is going to be like a quick intro to computer programming. TDA NSA, we want to run the fundamentals of getting started with coding, and the basics behind it is going to set the foundation for us to just develop further if we want, right? In CCHS, me tam BBA free screen so blank sheets. What you see here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah blah blah, all the way to 19. These are lines of code. They are only there for us to reference where we are typing our coding stuff. Into line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line blah blah blah. Restriction be any me no on tema sem say actually be to so a ye de be kai on say aha na retrain it me aka say line 9 Charlie my trade be on line 9 and I say me akwa say no akwa trade be on line 1. Wherever you choose to write your code, it doesn't matter. And see, that was just to clarify the meaning of the line numbers you see on the left side. And see, we still have nothing here yet. So you're getting started with computer programming. You need a compiler that will compile the code you are writing. And see, an example of a compiler we are using is an internet-based compiler, which you can find online at techiedelight.com, highlighted here. Into techiedelight.com/compiler na ya highlight no hana. Anywhere you are in the world, you will be able to code in any programming language of your choice by just dropping down this drop-down list and then picking the language of your choice. So now we are working in Python. We could have switched from Python to C#, Basic, COBOL, and all that stuff. So anyway,
it's all in
yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So based on what project you are working on, it may be efficient to write your code in Python. Based on what you're working on, it may be efficient to write your code in C++. Into your switch,
JavaScript, BBI.
Yes, you can scroll up and see JavaScript. So this is the flexibility of this internet-based compiler. If it wasn't like this, we would have had to install JavaScript separately on the computer natively. We would have had to install something for Python. We would have had to install something for C++. But just by coming here, and once I was scrolling down, I pick a language called code. The entire here say, wasting so much time on your development environments. Then they say, maybe I you may be on development environment, but coding it the same, right? And see, for the ease of that, then we say so rigid about what kind of development environment to code in, and also so it discourage a lot of first-time programmers because you are not really getting into the coding syntax per se. Inti ahase na yabano computer no ono or compute inti so computer you compute with numbers inti yebetimi aka say at the fundamental level computer has something to do with data type, right? And then a data type corner say data types no if it means so obetimi so ahyehyɛ data types we so our structure be more from data structures, but line number 1, which is data types, and line number 3, which is data structures, are just comments between you and myself. So we need to comment them out by introducing a hash or pound sign in front of them, just so the compiler knows that this is not really a line of code. These are just comments. Under the data types, computer predominantly work with numbers. And see, computer the numbers another data type a computer juma Say any numbers are a bare string. So say any string are a bare character. So into Sawasha line number 5. Any line number 3, one line penny down and but as a meme person me must space kakra down and meet me push 5 na kakra but down. In term of that. So this is an example I try and say, yeah, it's me choose line number you code also. Into data type a numbers no. It be a and I say it me I can say examples a 1, 1.5, 2, 2.0. So into say over data type a numbers no more and also suit me chichemu kakra e ma obenya bibi to say numbers no so yet me bibi to say int no original homa
whole numbers
integers integers no e bet me aka say e bi ne 200 3 1 so number be a decimal in DH3. So e bet me so about the say float I know so jina homa numbers are decimal points a womb.
Now the hash sign no we enemy no.
Oh no, say about you know. Anytime be a be introduce hash sign about could be no. The overtrade ADHD being found and found. You bet me I know.
hash me sakra.
You bet me at 10. You bet hence it's our questions when are very very important. Into yenny a penny a sa. Into I say bit I can say 5.7, 3.9. Into sa numbers are ejina ho to say 200, 3 and 1. Any numbers are a decimal point a woman. Omulina a key data type of numbers. Any what string, you know. Maybe in Kayana me pa committee and Kameka send me the character beba and son the string about.
Okay.
Because string no na okay kambo ma oba benya characters na okay kambo ma obenya string no. Into character no for when you share o computer no so. Ade bia when you be trust bia a character. Into me computer no say me the free so hono ma you bet me I can say examples Saturday where I want my computer so yi. Saturday when you know characters. Including Saturday and so you name say we know you know so your characters. We know you know characters. And sa we know so your characters underscore nominate minus nominate plus Saturday my move into I gave you a bit me a type on individually be a character. Into say individually now I type on code line 7 I a friend characters no. And no be now okay can boom no about being string. Into you make us only a combination
of characters. Example
A, B, D, A, H, E, exclamation, exclamation, 1, 2, 3, $, T. Until we can be bia boom na bro ba ko so when ya strength. Ebi nso so ye hello. Ebi nso ye Ghana. Ebi nso ye house. Ade bia because our house we are H ni yokonya free sa
Character no.
character na ka ohwemu anka ye extend sa de we kakra ko nanim kakra nka obesi nke benya yi F G and H any other sa na eko and see characters when you akotwetwetwe akaka bom ne aba benya string into with data type how your computer code na we run it into numbers and a characters and a string so we are na ba ku bi ho mo frɛ minimum how almost for our data type, but what they find is I mean for Boolean and shall say baby. We can you bet me treating as a data type by technically to make my main true say these are explicitly the words true and false. Into computer no nimuno onim 0 1 true false on off into so here na adwene nyina ye enye baako ye baako enye baako ye baako enye baako ye baako nti aha say sa 0 ne 1 ne like number a type of stuff sa false ne string on off ni nyina so ye string true ne sa ne mani nyina so ye string so nti say technically we should more and one yakaba estro ha say Uria sa data type where numbers ne character ne string ne boolean ne ade and ye ba be hihye no kwan bi so ba kwan a be hihye no eno na friend data structure how you structure that data into key data structures are so we share computer programming I say we drop down now call Python 2.7 PHP JavaScript TypeScript C# Kotlin Swift the data structures be predominantly the same. So we share computer programming who here say I know C++ kakao I know JavaScript kakao yes I won't take coding I say into paper I could say Python and I say via JavaScript now we share the data types no share the data structure maybe I could be I had to say what they Honda SUA car can we na so kunya Toyota and the here so the overall structure into your code data structures are your key ones are you bit me and say this what your text name green because you shall entry one computer code the comments pound sign and I say hash sign nim sign say that's so kasa yin code back okra into your first one I bet me say data structure back one who here per se you can want some a list na yaba I say data structure back one per se can want some a tuple and ukwa saying so a data structure back one per se can want some a sets maybe I have seen about last May one and only dictionary. Me to me, the entire way
about like up to the person question quick. And so into every ABN say a ban of Python. Data types na AMS That's the numbers, integers, and floats.
Masa, obetimi expand this anema we call chart. You're not gonna go far beyond this that much.
Okay, we're basics, Kaka, but there are more other ones.
But there are always going to be a combination of these.
Okay.
Yeah, they're always going to be a combination of these. So Okwahase Krana Python data types, for example, Krana. Built into data types, string, numeric type, numbers. And yet entire floats, and your float a complex, and a sequence, and your list a tuple, any range. But we will see all of these things,
okay.
And then you have the Boolean,
okay.
And they're all the same, man. And with they actually what I say, the Anaconda compiler, we haven't really missed anything. You're always going to deal with numbers, characters, or string. That's it. And then maybe Boolean. There could be a variation of all of these. And see, your data types now, you're going to read now because after all of these, a combination of Sade Yakan say. Into list, you quite say ha. You bet me a variable var a list list. See, which bar list equal 100, 200, 300, 400, right? But because a list means the container type a bracket a square I b na bracket a square a closing. And you have an opening and closing square brackets. Into variable a list. Into has a no me pa. So what they actually say what has the only code the compiler will see is code line 19. And on quantity the only code we have actually written. I did actually be a comment. In this var list, what you see is that the nature of containing your elements near open square brackets and closing square brackets, But var list, actually has seen a type a numbers. So the actual has say equal sign the left side near VARLIS and you green your friend is you bet me a friend list 1.
Okay.
You bet me so a friend DNA what that no. You bet me so a friend list 00123. Oh no, at the crowd they share equal sign a boom kumu left hand side there.
Oh, okay.
And cache. Wait to make my own variable.
You'll be my money, okay, any name. Okay.
My own variable 1.
I bet my friend at Tajua cry.
Of a cry for that Tajua. And on. Into no. But time 100, 200, 300, 400, and Yakwa Tajua.
Okay.
Or whatever we called it prior. Who's that? Asa Baba. And see, the chain is say variable would data structure nibe shimuno. Would mean name no dear upibia. But my name for the sake of tutorial we say VAR near variable. Data type data structure cry yedi name 100, 200, 300, 400 and a list. Elements are a list data type are numbers. So Idea ma idea we list and sa akwana obiuma or square brackets na or close or square brackets no.
Okay, that's the one money list no.
And on a money list, you bet me the
okay, up to the and equal to 100, 200, 300, 400 and numbers, right?
Into the Mamima example about
bracket
Mamima example about and clarify kakra. See, you could tuple you bet me the Sava list na babeshaha. But sa akwa we na or ye open brackets na or ye square brackets no. Yes, the son no baba ye open brackets ye bent to say the who has say na. On your list BM, on your variable of a list type, on your data structure of a list type or a data structure of a tuple type.
Now me say optis. Now me say nka okay we'll go ahead. Now can me say be one man examples of maybe int in a float in a character in a programming aspect, just the comment part into maybe one should anya sa parts in but or maybe or follow or better say more.
What the say carry mediocre as a siana in there 2 minutes and funny as baba. Into say chief so I have sa kwana or ye open and close square brackets no kwana ma ade crochet ono na ma ade e hye ntemu bia na a type of a list. So
of a list, right?
And see meet me away Monday. Na my away Tuesday. Na my away Wednesday. Na my away Thursday. This is also a list, but a list entries ne womni nyina ye strength. Inti sa var list strength. See, shade data type ye trail line 1 no or say ade bi a computer be hunu bia na either say a number and I say a character and I say a string. Data type, the type of data, a number. Look at this, it's a number. But omujina numbers as a data type, but structure you put two sound numbers we muno a type of a structure of a list. So
Chief food TV.
Wow.
Yeah, to answer.
My mentre baako has say na enkonkoye a variable that is until when say meet me the sa akwawi aba say na mabaye no Monday 100, Tuesday 200, Wednesday 300. Inti chief so sha elements na line 19 no. So follow elements na line 19 na. Elements na line 19 no data structure no. Data structure na ma highlighting ni na no. See all of this is a data structure. So they ma highlighting ni na a data structure. Data structure na the entire data structure na say your group data type oko line 1 ya ka say data type ni bit me numbers and I say bit me characters and I say bit me string. But number, character, and string ye group no ye group mo mo kokoshe sa open square brackets any closing square brackets no mo mo kokoshe ni ntema ye frɛ omo list ade kra o de be hye mame yi we nyina mfiri honom list na da ho no list na da ho na curse na blinky wo mu no hwe data bi anim
okay
into container na esi ho na open bracket near square na closing bracket near square na friend a list at the crowd be hye sa list no mu no ebetimi aye number which is a data type of a number I actual line 3 at the crowd be hye list container no mu no ebetimi aye Monday which is data type of string I actual line 9 oh at the crowd be hye a container no betimi aye Q T 4 exclamation 1 3 B into so here at the crash list no characters in kwana mabo and also so near show data type online code line 7 it's chief my name say it make sense or her
so I'm Matthias from Matthias.
What I say?
So just to say, I know just the line 21. So one makes it the string and the numbers together.
Into the part and say you timinya data structure or your list. Or you bet me I can say var list empty. Data structure way or your list because of opening and closing brackets in battery name. If I say a basket, how do you could you more quarry name? But how can I alter the with me at all? I mean, if I remember, say, Okona Okota de Joma. Line 21. Ade abeta a Google basket no betimi one type of data. One data type. A numbers in kwan Google basket no. Numbers. Obetimi so akọ ejuma kwa akọta ade na another data type in kwan string. So betimi so akọdwom no akọtọ ade character into has a may R2 exclamation pound sign M sorry. To where data structure a list type of characters and line 25.
Just one quick question. So the string and the character, no, trust just trust list man. I saw the mark exclamation mark in the bow.
Baby, I'll be who idea be our computer ma on your number be line code line 3 computer the native aduane ODI numbers and will compute on them. Into a DBA any number 1, 2, 3, 1.5, 2.2 BI so the quotation each one we share almost every programming language.
Okay.
Into ohunu a DBA into 100 ni 200 ni we say no. You bet me about the idea. About a list of zip codes for her say. Maybe a variable that is of the type list, data structure list, but it's a string of zips. It's makes me like I say maybe take 55126. Obi so take 10001 maybe in New York. Obi so take 20001 or Washington DC. Obi so take 29115 or Orangeburg, South Carolina, for example, right? And see, these numbers are not. These are really strings. They are not numbers. So, and I say, you bet me so a variable of a data structure of a list that is car plates. Nti DMV for no so obi or software engineer or DMV obet me ABE 001 ABA Minnesota 001 ABE Alabama. Omo the numbers ne balance and the characters number. Oh, hanti. O say numbers ne ye bia ne side di agro. Nti ade bia obi bia no. What is anchor for in the agro line code line 3 numbers. Code line 7 characters, and code line 9 string. But some string na egugugu honom sana and make sense just all contain your muntina na e contain your ma you see here data structure ye de sa string ne character ne numbers ni be gu. See data structure basically you let me actually on chain has say well line code line 15 say it is the equivalent to on time no arrow equal sign arrows nature say it's equivalent to containers. Data structures data baskets or data containers. Because a Google Hosana radio sa line 21 or say me container ni free one. Ade egu container no me yifri mu a eni container ne na da ho no container na o da ho no ne empty one na me twa line 19 no into basket a ye de na ma ye containing data types and I am listing as a list because the opening and the closing container boundaries na square brackets. Me de tref sesi ana eba back into se me container no animu ni akire free ho no ma hwede ebesi e wo line 21 obi say numbers bi na gugu ho sa boundary bi ani ho into sa 100 200 300 400 as sesi a yehu no it is not in any data structure, it's not in any data container. They are just random amorphous data into you're containing the chino, you're containing the chino square brackets, near containing the pneumono square brackets, near amana babaye data container of a type list.
Of a type and of a structure.
I'm sorry, data a container of a structure list. And I say data structure list, data container list, data basket list.
Okay.
Sa enema na ya training nyina wo list wa ha say bebrebe no. Yes sound so timi tam ni nyina na de aba begu tuple na yam. Nti wo behunu say sa de corner ye de ye list no. Yes sound so timi sisa wo nyina na de aba be tuple. Difference that list any tuple in term say baskets no nanim this type of brackets and then actually answer that the same type of brackets. Into this time round, instead of list LIST, you know, you better prepare near a maybe a TUP. And yeah, me no one time yeah, near friend TUP by HSA tuple. So I obviously so spelling on tuple not completely. Into variable a data structure tuple she any and a down. Inti saa aha sei no. Say yɛde tuple no replace list na yɛdi kan create na ɛwɔ sɛ saa kwa wei ɛkɔ na wei sei nso ɛba. List wei ɛkɔ na ɔbɛyɛ tuple a ɛwɔ sɛ saa kwa wei ɛkɔ na wei ɛba. Nti wɔhunu deɛ ɛkɔ so no. Si boundaries no nkwa na yɛsesa no.
Me about I say me ya I'm missing 2 points. Into 2 points there.
Tuple no the same as a list. Just say share container line 19 on the container near square brackets ni be now close.
Yeah.
Share line 40 no the container no or regular parenthesis. I be now close. Inti idea empty na daha 19 no. Daha line 19 no. Yeah, the numbers and question eshimwa ebeba be line 21 and on a list of numbers no. Sa de na daha line 19 na empty container list no. Yeah, the string and question ma no be line 23 as no a list but string and quan boom. Sa de na daha empty now all line 19 no. Yeah, the characters and quan egumwa now babe a container list with just characters. So online no.
Okay.
But sa de actually wa ha say nyina no. Sa enkofo na actually from 19 sa BC 34 no. What's the sa square brackets na eba be brackets na ehunu no line 40 na and no ano na omu nyina ba be tuple. So online no. Meaning say chief and make sense
Makes sense. It makes sense. Into as a the list is the square box no, and a 2 point layer the shape
handy into the woman who know how to say boundary no any determined container type of a data structure na ejina homa ohun. It is aqua we on one no ma de ni nyina a game ni nyina asama list 4. Sa aqua we on a tuple for nyina a tuple. You really asasa de wa ha say ni bi ma be say na ye journey na sha say e repeating ho nti ade ba kwa be hu computer programming mo friend no iteration or whatever it is, but I don't want to get there into the obi hu say and you may be free a repetitive into what I say pena a variation e ba kakra into see a cost set akwa ma set na ye sets. You say you free list any idea list na ba tuple any after the exercise any money nyina e ba be good container fufuru but sa container we sa obra we curly brackets we na ma bibia set. So into sa oba ha say there was also the boundary, you know.
You have to switch down the difference between list, tuple, and a set.
And maybe so. Into boundary we say you drew set more me here sa boundary we be me here way. Into example chief you bet me amane say radio say about ha say no near line 21 near a list of numbers you 100 200 300 400 but me so the via kan ho na sabe 100 wa ha maybe we benya 800 no ba benya 500 so on line no Sa nneɛma no a ɛwɔ list wei mu no a ma highlight no sɛ yɛtam no nyinaa a yɛtumi de ɔmo ba abɛgu tuple wei mu wɔ ha sei. Deɛ ma ne sesa ne container a ɛbound animu ne akyire no.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yɛba ha sei a yɛtumi nso so de saa de korɔ na ebihwie gu aha sei. But watch out. Saa akwa set wei no. Ɔno na seesei yɛwɔ ne so. Nti me change tuple foɔ no nyinaa ma ɔmo akɔ sets. So deɛ yɛyɛ no. Nti container ne din na yɛsesa no. Osesa container ne din a ɛwɔ sɛ making sure sɛ container no ne front and then the end boundary notation nso so yɛ consistent. Nti mɛkɔ akɔtam saa akwa wei animu deɛ no na ma replace animu foɔ deɛ ne nyinaa with that guy. Meaning the akwa you know, but anyway, I just do that. Na akyire no nso so masesa no. Mesesa animu na me call line 67 na makɔ sesa akyire. Na masesa line 70 anim. Na masesa n'akyi. That's all we need to do to make the whole thing a set. But yɛbɛba adeɛ bi so, bills are very, very interesting. Nti chief, ade baako a wɔbɛwatch out ɛwɔ set mu ne sɛ, set no, yɛduru line 63 a hwɛ adeɛ. Who say numbers be repeated or twice and answer more than once? Who number be or set num or appear more than once?
Chief or
M1 and team.
And see, so elements say what set we no ma a repeating more than once 100. Semi highlighting 100 we will say another 100 be what sa range ya ma highlighting no sa set ne elements we na ma highlighting in semi highlighting 100 and kwa we will say the other 100 the woman so ebe can what they had it we say the other one I can
yeah
into a chain say in the world of sets no element can repeat itself more than once. Sorry, no element can have a presence more than one appearance. Into say, or convert it from either the type of list on line 21 or the type of tuple on line 42. If you convert from either line 21 or line 42 all the way to line 63, you cannot have repetition. So in computer programming language, set is always accounting for unique presence. So this guy has go. This guy has to go. But the other ones are good to stay because set bien bibia a repeating.
Okay.
So online.
Yeah.
Nti nneɛma a wosua any computer programming language wɔ wiase bi a wɔde bɛboro ho saa yɛ data types and data structures. Wowie a na ebi a waba abɛyɛ meba na waba abɛyɛ functions ɛna loops and conditions. By the time I'll be through line 89, no, minim computer programming language be a won't means here. They will be shape bias. We are no more casa. I say, oh, Osia Brofo, be casa be a bit be over can be able said there is off at this. You know, so keywords now ever rotate frequently. Maybe the other ones can be but anyway, into your last data structure and I say your last data baskets and I say last data container here back a friend or dictionary no the only say represents key value pair using the set boundary notation. Into the way you bet me a variable of a set that is a string, and then bring it here to variable that is of a dictionary type, a dictionary data structure. And also say a string. But you bet me I can say first one here Monday, second one no, Tuesday, third one no, Wednesday, and fourth Thursday. But I don't say I never will any numbers into computer no I did be any numbers of it me and be a so no or string no. That's all cool to know. Into so call dictionary more. Dictionary no or a key value combination into key near first. The value of key first a Monday. Key near second. The value of key second a Tuesday. Into idea way similar to password, hashing, elevator.
You kind of say, opposite. So when the 2 dots look at anything.
Colon.
Yeah, the colon. And yet money dictionary. And yet money.
No one my dictionary. Yep,
the dictionary. Okay.
It's your idea.
You bet me, like I said, colon na wait me there assign it
dictionary.
Yeah, no one my dictionary acting who free set on.
Because I can just add the
it's just like a set, right?
It's a bit my set and as a set of 2 strings they are back together.
Yep. And see, so oba I say you bet me I say near share 500 radio. And the keys need different first, second, third, fourth. Key be anywhere you pay. But value no, me no repeating a home. Instead of highlight about one kind of home. Highlight you since one about one kind of home. But the only key I take away and say the keys cannot be duplicates, but the values can. Into keys the password.
But send our first, and certain else say it's just set to ultimate duplicate.
Yeah, but Eba say to set I say na I say no line 63 no. You need free line 42 mo. Or free line 42 ever line 63 my main file line 42 emetare line 63 until me copy line 42 nam de ne betare line 63 and chain me the comments ebe ba on na the DH after comments ni bia hu hia shade into line 63 me copy line 42 no nam de aba be share chain has just for comparison till line 42 na my highlights in about or line 63 just for us to compare you got tuple there and found say any of the entries are repeating home. By about set media massa, I was about a frame. Until comments we now material I see it's me a commenter a beba after a line of code. And I say it's me a commenter and what at it's by itself or any of the code lines. So. And say, some comments here made the line 63 and commit me the above share line 65. I see. They're trying to say comments and it's the whole line so. And I say comments no so to me to a line of code. In a line of code I need to hope and this item highlights no. But anything after that, Biana computer never find says Sanima way in and see. Where they made the bar just for comparison, and when you say call back, into me say is 65 in free hole.
Okay.
And say a compile and never find Senka and try and caching in see. Into your data structures are a will be predominantly a DBT grow your rest of your coding journey moving on Yakoban. There's nothing else you need to really know. However, you shall say near could I will say, it be ye in a neighbor, into social numbers, characters, strings, list, tuple, set, and a dictionary. Sanya 7 and answer 8 I abosui. Baby of the Kubia, no one of the video across into Sakwawi tutorials points, Sanko for tutorials point for book way. The mommy feeling about it and they say, so scroll here. The NSCI canon, we have covered chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, basically. Not necessarily entirely, but just, the me feel say, ube here, are numbers be their numbers 80 me your friend methods, and I say, operators. Into some baha say, let me about BB to say, functions, no. Let me about BB to say, me try comments for her say, let me BB to say, method name, method name. Na me de open and close brackets aba. Na me de method parameter. Ashe and tem. Inti say adie bi eba before say brackets ni be a friend a method name. Adie bi eba top brackets ni and AMB and answer in be a method parameter. If it's me my example, print va and I say it's me a varchar. And see variable the type, the data structure of sets are made up of characters I name no hano. See a tama, if it's me a catch print method no. Nti so method name any idea na e ba ansana brackets ni bi no. Sa method name no ne print no. Ena brackets na edi method name ni nyina chi no. Ne yam na method parameter ne shite nti method print na ne parameter or print ne va searcher no. The catcher computer and say on printed searcher MIA. And see be has say and for has any playground. See has any notes on. Now if it's me be a new tab, a new code tab or I say, me I can say, oh, many on terminal. Many on terminal Friday be your Friday be searcher. So call your friend of our searcher. And see, maybe show me line of code in a free line 7. See, where example I try say what trail code restriction be any baby abesha see trade. And see, va searcher AS aqua way. no computer no ka kyerɛ ne sɛ okay ba search ya saa kɔ on kan kyerɛw ti gye sɛ wo bisa ne sɛ on kan kyerɛw ti wo bisa ne sɛ on kan kyerɛw ne friend print method no into print no say yɛfa analogy ne free ha say ba function bi a wo pɛ sɛ wo use wɔ computer programming mu no obekwa akɔfa function ne din which in this case is print. Now the parameter ahyɛ method na a parenthesis num. Nti me pɛ sɛ ɔyɛ adwuma bi sɛ adwuma no yɛ print but at the crowd on print ma me no yɛ varsecha. Nti we sɛ ɔka kyerɛ sɛ ɔnyɛ saa ɛno na yɛhyɛ aseɛ foforɔ na yɛ line ne ka te ne yɛde kofi bi yɛ example no. Nti we sɛ you run the code no ha ewo extra ha say F9 na obehu say output no beba beda F form ha say baby ti enhwe at the call be print amaye nse ene wo ho no wa print at the corner ye assign it to varsecha no and amaye wa ase ha banka sa varsecha no nke a string of hello guys. What's up?
Me too.
Oh, wait there. Yeah, you code your friend. Hello guys, what's up? Senka. Yeah, I said, well, say chai. Hello guys, what's up? And how guys on print on some cover. Hello guys, what's up? So, you see at the corner and what equal sign the right hand side on a computer in here no. Now our signs are the corner ma at the end of left no. Into say a call method example yeah. We will say method ni name no ha say into numbers method I'll be to numbers one grow na listing in our hand. So into pa and a twice sa odru string our methods are ultimately grow strings any Udru list and so methods are ultimately edit list one grow and one list in a drew tuples and so one methods are grow tuples dictionary into so book ni data structures and algorithms data structures and data types not why extend it to date and time. Any other things as I would say the way can advance any way. And so they have one method from each of these data type or data structure you did grow. This is why you share numbers, right? And see your chapter 9 your numbers. Shad you numbers has no. Your baby ye di agro na nti ha say ne de ye nose ni nyina ni opa ha say de ye keep us our nose nti ye drew nose ayi bi ani aba ha say ni aba ba tire ba e drew say ye experiment ani aba ha say nti so hwe you bet me attribute bit to say a variable number right equals 2.345 oh sa vanam ana say yes you bet me a friend our
vanam
number
I say vanam
and to you bet me a friend say our number you bet me so a friend vanam you bet me so a friend whatever into whatever number. A bit in so friend number with decimal. Oh. Into what they over fret at the end of the right hand side of the equal sign of your computer on phone. Or the all right hand side of the all left hand side. Into Sadia when you see the comment etare chira compiler na bɛfa ne sɛ ɛnyɛ hwee ɛho nhia no a yɛbɛtumi aka kyerɛ sɛ wei yɛ assignment statement nti that assigns this guy to this guy. You bet me so aka say comment we on free code n'echi non konkoda ne soro. You bet me so aka say sa comment we on free line 2 kra no mra meda line 4. And you have flexibility when you code. You do whatever you want. On a compiler no or hwehwɛ comment bi no atra. And see or say me bana me hu sign bia o mo puno no me sign ho nti ono that's what it means. Nti ono hu pound sign na no atwam. So online and see we do TSA na so some EB code number bi na say EB yes best na ko hand. That's the same analogy. But anyway, open source info in the measure say and see say a call so data you know say a no data type I did agro say a data type ben a numbers so and I could be or why am I
or metie chief na chief or
it's data type number
the listener
data type number we know. You per se you test method back who has a young.
Okay.
Or they had it. It's a sealing method no. See uncle numbers.
Sealing method yeah they then.
Into they had it. Into no. Sa kwa we why no who say one list chapter 9 year no. Which is numbers no. One list method bia ukura numbers a utim di agro sa numbers ne so. Nti e ko chapter 9 a radio presil no.
Okay.
Nti wo no ukura ade bia e x a na usili sa ade na e be ba be to say menu no ya twere method name yatre method name nti hwade nti yen topic a yen CC no ke title na ke be title no methods or functions and their parameters, right?
Okay.
Not methods or functions and their parameters. No, because a knows means the comment every day and method needing ebeba. Now then a parameter ashe method na a parenthesis mo. So inti you bet me I can say share example what former say nti data type number any by a per method bia a adwuma o data type a number so method ba ko ye seal
okay
say usili into sealing example on seal on check the real secret code no trace CAIL no they are the crop so sealing a share when into a trace CAIL na near being a yam and then our person seal is aqua. Oh, saa akoa wei ɔno no bɛba abɛyɛ the input of saa akoa wei. Owia na ɔde operate ne nyinaa na ɔde n'akɔ akɔma saa akoa wei. Nti yɛpɛ sɛ computer ne ka deɛ esi yɛn kyerɛ yɛn. Print. Sɛ still koraa no, wo sɛ yɛ another method bi mu wɔ ha o.
Yeah, print sealing example.
Nti per seal example. So, obetumi aka sɛ print seal example is the seal of number. But sɛ saa akoa wei yɛ define no dada. Sɛ waka ne ho line 9 hɔ.
Yeah.
Saa akoa wei o highlight a yɛ define no dada waka ne ho line 7. Saa akoa wei is the seal of no. Ɛyɛ yɛkurum kasa ne yɛde fra code no. Nti ɛwɔ sɛ yɛ comment.
Oh, okay.
Saa akoa wei
I say a comment. No, man. Cool.
Saa akoa wei any see a comment there highlight no because they are defining no ha. Computer ni ma de kro. Ade na ɛwɔ enifa ha sei no. Computer ne de akwa akɔhyɛ ade na ɛwɔ bonkum no. Nti yɛ bɔ ade na ɛwɔ bonkum ni bia na computer ni ma de kro. Saa akoa wei computer ni no line 7. Saa akoa ya highlight no say what kind of line 7 ho. But saa is the seal of no. Enkwana enim nti so ha saa akoa wei ene saa akoa wei omo you two totally different things nti ade bi are two different things bi omo ntem we saw the comatom ntem. Saa akoa wei ene saa akoa wei so say yeti omo ntem. So nti your code no hwede ye run e be kwa akosi.
I'm gonna say line 9. Seal is not defined. I'm gonna say seal is not defined.
Nti another so be kaya day na na your code no. Another year we so you excited to know how to debug. Nti we debug ya I was say how say bibi ekɔ wrong obey den obetimi affect no. Nti se ekɔ ha say seal CIL. Yep. Nti so nti hwɛ sɛ wopɛ sɛ wo seal adeɛ bi a sɛ wopɛ sɛ wo use seal method nti seal method ne yɛ seal a wabie ne yɛma a wode biribi hyɛ hɔ nom a ɔbɛ operate on that. Nti to the syntax to seal something is to write math.seal of that. Nti sa seal num with decimal ne de share x we in term no.
Yeah.
Sa na china say the math dot eba. Nti me no nya de anka me mehu nti computers no computer programming languages no ma create a lot of libraries reference on how to do things. So would the answer will be say this is where it is when you have to use it. Nti bit me call
yeah, the
math that's near the seal number. But what catch say yen can't share Python say a library be the mathematics numbers when you import our library no. And I says our module no. Until we need to import math. Until anywhere above baby I'll be call it seal be and so import mathematics now than better mathematics now than so yeah, ready BC.
Okay.
You run your code near
3 is the speed of 2 point. Internet C, you know, what does it really do to?
Shade.
Mm-hmm.
What will seal no? Inti say no. You bet me actually comment say final takeaway. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The seal of a number is the upper bound of that number.
Oh, okay.
Into say ready again, just for example, Keke. If your gas tank can take 18.5 gallons, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot fill it past 19 gallons. So
In the C, no, basically, I just say.
into the M for 18.5, we question the example no. Try there. 2.345 no, for 18.5 and show. Now ready seal the back up. Yeah, running.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the highest nearest whole number.
The highest nearest whole number, some number no, so we extend the call to the right eye, but I could see it, and a seal no, at the bema. The entire, intimating so I can say, if your height is 5 foot 9.5. I'm trying to say 5 foot 9.5 inches, right?
Mm-hmm.
The DMV will seal your driver's license as 5 foot 10. I'm going to mean 5 foot 9.5 inches also.
Mm-hmm.
So you are sealed at that. Online.
Yeah, but say silly 5 foot 9.5 inches.
Essentially, to seal a number means to round it off to the next whole number.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a word sealing number, no? We can also write if it's why if it's flooring. Don't say Celia or that would now them out no sir a better copy me a throw. Until seal need the highest the highest point out there more stretch on say a better copy.
Yeah. And the crown and the honam say ceiling.
Until say if I now when see what them ho.
Floor.
Until you bet my floor example equals
The floor by the lowest.
That floor number with decimal. See, so number with decimal your floor na name print it because say your floor no one piece of computer and so on can't show. Into you print it yeah 100. So you print it
floor example.
Floor example
is the floor of
is floor of saa number we no near print already this. When I do a bit sillier to 19 now a floor to 18. It depends on
18 is the floor of 18.5. Okay, yeah. And a 19 is the floor of is the C of okay. Until 18. So floor no reduce to the nearest whole number. And okay, and then the ceiling round it to the highest nearest whole number. And then you need to import the math
module. Yeah. You need to import the math module. So into the math module has to be invoked to do math methods or math functions. Because Kai said we are doing methods or functions. Until Oba method nidia. Now they are the crowd person method needing where you manage and parenthesis men no one and no be na all print away no. Into floor no ya any there. Na any I ceiling the way two of many things you can do with the number data type.
Okay.
Into say a call book way yes I call ne into sorry chapter 9 yeah seal
floor a bit more
and yeah for you bit so I near my way United media no I actually how you bit me absolute of intimating compound but I say near tre print what the radio print no so to me your work mo absolute of -2 is the absolute value of
so absolute value, what does it mean? It's absolute just says something standing alone or something, right?
And to say amount the number be at the amount be and the absolute value is the same number negative any.
Oh, okay.
And to me apps. Give it to me I can say apps 2. A better be 2 now. Apps -2 ever ends to you 2. And you just want the numeric component of it without the sign.
Okay.
Oh yeah, computer programming maybe an actual software be no be type number be none by mistake or pressing negative anymore. Now they all pay just the value itself, but not what the sign is, whether plus or minus.
Yep. We use to method where no even
and no be absolute number. And so power when you bet me a 1 but I just wanted to expose you what you can do with that.
Okay.
Into waiting so a power 1, the first number to the power, the second number. Now it's me assigning many 90 numbers and actually home methods. Of course, string and so string capitalized method of string. You say to what numbers. See a cost string you bet me I can say our string sample equals Kofi B. So Kofi B when I string into the way say. But a boy now processor form now the corner failing. So we US Department of State for software engineer obi fail it form be up BBI capital letters. But now go on if you on follow instruction no abobo small ne upper caps ne lower caps nya no aka fra. Into aka fra sana what teacher now we back end software engineer no. You don't care what they write, no what upper case in So to uppercase all of that, you can do this capitalized method. And this is one of the many methods you can run on a string. Into your called capitalized method now. That
where should string dot capitalize now? Or the parameter and assume.
Yep. Into so how when say waiting so you can do this. Upper cap upper cap equals our string dot capitalize. Into here, I want to syntax no actual how amount. Into so the string is this is string example. Wow. Then you want to print the string dot capitalize, and then you do that. To run here, your results will come out to be like that.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm here. Would have rounding up said they met, and then I saw a video may upload it.
All right, so the my main running we need up into what we've done is and it say we went through the basic structures, data types, no numbers, characters, string, and then Boolean. You best have an example in the future, but we just want to know, say, in the future, there can be a repetition of these things.
Okay.
And so data type we know. So the Google container and answer basket more. Basket no bit me a list. List no. A bit me a list of any of these data types. A bit me a list of numbers, a list of strings, a list of characters, a list of strings and characters combined. Number, string, whatever it is. You bit me so in your tuple. You bit me so in your sets. And you bit me so in your dictionary. So dictionary ne set ne tuple any list no. And it mean a lot of functions so. Now your function function was so it mean loop almost so it means so air conditions so in the future no you better cover functions, loops and details in but example of functions na ya kano function bia no obo function in dia now they are the craft function in dia adwuma was so na share the parenthesis that's all we've just covered so far. Okay. You better pick up from another time I share, but baby, the can be an a very combination of all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. From data type structures,
See, I did about quite a bit. I want to say, sa book